All right, everybody, welcome to KMS Brews. We got a small show today, but it's going to be a fun one. We got Inspector J, and we got somebody new in the Discord and on KMS Brews. His name is Juice. What's up, Juice?
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're just chatting a little bit, and I guess your name really isn't appropriate. Like, as soon as I saw Juice, I was like, hell yeah, this guy's a beer fan.
It's not, it's just it was the first word that came to my mind when I was signing up for Discord. It's not even a nickname. I don't know. Totally random.
No one's ever called you Juice ever.
Never once.
Nothing to do with O.J. Simpson or the gloves don't fit.
Yeah, who knows?
Nice. So, you drinking anything tonight, man? And if not, like what are you drinking, and what got you into craft?
So I just opened up. That's not gonna. It's a Wondercomer, Folk Costume 3. So Wondercomer, it's brewed by a guy at Hill Farmstead. It's like the side project of one of their brewers there. He actually just left like a year ago. He had a 1-year non-compete. So now he's opening up his own place in Albany, Vermont, kind of half hour north of Hill Farmstead. But he does a lot of the mixed fermentation stuff, and it's like he forages in the woods. Like he's made some beers with like sticks and mushrooms and stuff before. So it's super funky stuff, but I mean, it's right up I every time I see him, you used to only be able to buy him at Hill Farmstead, but or maybe a couple other places around there. He did his own distribution, but they're so tasty. I love them.
Sure. Wow. So a half an hour north of Hill. Yeah, that's like pretty much Canada.
It's up there. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really cool. Yeah. So what else? So what got you into it? Did you start off, just slugging Bud Lights and Narragansetts like me, and then kind of eased in, or
I watched a few of these other ones, and I saw you ask that question. I try to think back. I can't even actually really remember. I like growing up, my parents did like a little home brewing here and there.
That's cool.
Irish family, so we always had Guinness and stuff around. There was never really many Bud Lights around, but like in college, everybody drinks the cheap stuff, whatever. But after that, I mean, I probably drank for 2 years straight just Racer 5 and Stone Ruination and 90-minute IPA, Sculpin, all that, those heavy West Coast IPAs. And then when, the New England IPA started popping up around here with the Trilliums and Heady Topper and all that stuff, that was, I mean, a more palatable IPA. So I jumped into those and just kind of enjoy all the styles, though.
Sure. I mean, if you can enjoy Stone Ruination, I mean, those things just absolutely ruin your tongue and your palate.
Right.
Yeah. And the high ABV also just made it worth it. You're just like, fuck it, and then you get used to them. Yeah. Cool. So IJ, what are you drinking, man?
I have the very affordable Genesee Springbok.
Oh, nice.
Which is available at your local constabulatory for anywhere from, let's see, $9.99 a 12-pack to $10.49 I paid today. So for someone who's supposedly retired or close to retirement, I remember my parents, my mom didn't drink beer, my dad, but like some kind of Bock, in the early spring. So it's like a 5+ ABV, very malty, but it goes down very smooth, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But it's something I picked up today, as well as I'll go back to even a better deal. I'm all about the deals with the Jack's Abbey still available. Oktoberfest, $6.99 a 12-pack today. So
what a guy! Oh my God! I love finding that stuff. I haven't found one of those in a while, but that's always great.
Copper Legend. So I found it back on the shelf today.
Yeah,
So
that really doesn't go bad either. Like Jack's Abbey, I love them to death, but like sometimes their hoppy stuff will just sit forever and it'll taste like fucking paste, like
Yeah.
nasty hot paste. You always have to
Yep.
watch out. But something like the Copper Legend or an Oktoberfest, that will last a while. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Maybe even
Yeah.
better. Maybe even be better.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm doing Sip of Sunshine Old Faithful. I think I've had it on the show yet. I've had it many times. This is the one that is brewed in Connecticut in the Two Roads Brewery. Originally it was just Vermont, and I was very jealous. I could rarely get it. Now it's pretty much at the store all the time for like $16. So I like picking this up in Fiddlehead often as just like a side beer. I'll buy something like IJ has, like a Bock or something that's a cheaper, on sale. You can have all day, and then I'll sprinkle one of these in here and there. Love it.
Never go wrong with the classics.
Oh yeah, man! I remember that first heady topper. I wish it's still available, but I wish it was more available. All right, so let's move on. Let's do a little talk about KMS. Sure, you guys listened to everything this week, or well, it's only Monday so far. But yeah, I think, have you guys been enjoying the show? IJ?
I always enjoy the show. I'm not a suck pump, and I'm not a kimp. I'll say it for the 10th time that whatever Kirk enjoys, he's going to do. So I think there's been some concern about when is the case coming out, and with Carabas, getting into the baseball season and the third chair. But I guess maybe the only thing that irks me a little bit is, taking away or trying to take away the golden ticket from Dale Williams. That doesn't sit well with me. I get where he's coming from. But yeah, I mean, the guy donated a bunch of money to the Barstool Fund. So just because he knowingly or unknowingly aligned with some of Kirk's enemies, I don't think he should be punished. So we'll see where that goes. But overall, I just kind of go with the flow. I'm not super critical. I think that the recent call to DEC. I actually thought DEC stuck up for himself. He didn't kowtow to Kirk and said, why are you calling me? Why are you so obsessed with me? So I did enjoy that. But other than that, like I said, Kirk's going to do what he's going to do. So if you don't like it, don't listen. And if you do like it, tune in. That's always my motto.
Yeah, so speaking about stuck and talking about Matt J is perfect for Justin. So intern Justin, man, Kirk could literally take a shit in his mouth and just be like, "Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. What a great shit. It was fantastic. I can't believe how much of a shit you took. Thanks a lot." It annoys the hell out of me. I love intern Justin, but that part of him annoys me. His wrap-up show, I watch every single one. I enjoy every single one, but there's just too much. He's just too much of a fucking kimp for Kirk. He needs to, I don't know, come up with a different take. So for him, and immediately, Kirk's been upset with DC or Matt J, and he's just like, "Fuck you, Matt J. You're an asshole." Blah blah blah. Just speaks to what a kimp intern Justin is. Needs to stop. That's my take. Juice, you have?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the show still. I mean, there's some of the Hall of Fame stuff. I'm kind of, I don't know. Some of it just feels like forced for something to talk about. But I mean, even when it's just Kirk and Steve, like that, the road trip episode was one of my favorites. I cracked up the entire time. That was funny to me. The Jared stuff, I mean, I love Jared on the show, and like he posted his tweet today of his schedule coming up. He's just interviews all day. I can't imagine how he's going to be able to manage during the season. But
Sure.
I don't know, the Mike stuff. I mean, Mike seems like he's engaged, I guess. I mean, he doesn't seem like he has to prove anything when he's on the show now. So I think he's been better recently. But I never really disliked Mike in the first place. But yeah, I'm still enjoying the show.
Sorry to interrupt you. Are you on Twitter?
I am. Well,
You just
barely. He's not a big Twitterer. We
Yeah.
discussed this pre-show.
Yeah.
So you're like on that only. I mean, you're in Discord, which is almost a cesspool in itself. But you're definitely
Disavow.
No, I mean I'm on Twitter, but I don't. It's like a personal Twitter. I don't really engage much with anything. I just that's where I get my news and updates from.
So you're kind of that fan that he talks about, the one that doesn't always get everything from Twitter, because I have notifications on. So as soon as he goes live, I'm getting that, getting everything. So I'm right there. So there is, you're part of that population, which I don't meet many people like that, honestly. I mean, I don't meet many people in general that listen to the show, but that's kind of cool.
It was the funniest thing. I never have met anybody who was like a, daily listener or whatever, but my boss at work, we were talking about like some of the coronavirus stuff or whatever. And before Sacco, he was like, yeah, this podcast I listen to, they're doing a live show and I don't know how they're going to pull it off. And I was like, wait, are you talking about Kirk Minahan? And he's like, yeah, what are you listen to that too?
Oh, Jesus.
So I've never experienced that before.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I mean, I get some people that talk to me like, with sweatshirt or here and there, or, even my niece is like 22. It's so random. She saw my sweatshirt. She's like, you listen to that? I'm like, you do? She's like, yeah, it popped up on because she listens to Joe Rogan sometimes. So I guess it popped up as like something comparable. And she's like, yeah, it was all right. And she has no idea about Cameo Blind Mike. So it's funny. I don't know if I'll ever tell her, but she'll probably love it. Yeah. So, what else on the show, boys? You guys have anything else, or we can move on to some more beer stuff?
No, go ahead. What's on
Sure.
your list?
So this week I went to Bog Iron Brewing, Norton, Mass. Right across the street from Wendell's. Some of the best wings in. I don't know. Is that considered southern? What is that considered part of Mass? It's not South Coast, not South Shore. It's like right in the middle. It's kind of close to Taunton where we were. So I guess South Coast.
Yeah.
Ajay, yeah. So yeah, I went there. It was cool. The last time I went there was literally a year ago, right before Corona and everything, and it was set up completely differently. They had to completely revamp everything. Everything's like spaced out. I mean, it wasn't that bad though. I heard either one of the brewers talking how it's been affecting them, and they haven't been able to brew as many beers. So what they're basically doing is they just have like 5 beers, and when they sell out of those, they have enough money in grain to buy for their next one. So it's been pretty tough for them, which it's really sad to see. We've been talking about this forever, but we're coming up on a year now. A year of this bullshit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this time of year, I really don't go crazy at breweries. I'll go here and there. I mean, so I'm hoping as soon as it warms up a little, like some of these more outdoor places will just be jamming. I'm sure they will, because it's definitely lessened up a bit. But yeah, my wife's got planned in April. We're going to go to Vermont. I can't fucking wait. Hope everything's open in there. But that's about it with brew. What about you guys? You guys been to any lately? I know it's been tough, or what was the last one you went to, Juice?
The last one I went to, I picked up some Trillium around Christmas time, but other than that, I mean, I used to go all the time. So for work, I work in the events exhibition trade show industry. So usually in January, I'm flying all around the country and stuff. And I mean, any place I go, like I check out the local breweries, local craft scenes, but I haven't done any of that. So my first trip, I'm going to the White Mountains this Sunday with some buddies. We're going to go skiing, and there's a new brewery up there, Ledge Brewing. That's going to be the first like actual tap room I've been able to sit in and have a beer. They're open. I mean, brand new place. I've never heard of them before, but it looks good. Good reviews online. So hopefully as the weather gets better, like you said, places start opening and letting people back in, because it's kind of a bummer.
Oh, for sure, for sure. IJ, have you been to anything or just a $10 12 packs every day?
Mostly the latter, but my brother and we've been discussing maybe taking a road trip to the Portland, Maine area, because I still haven't tried Bissell Brothers and some of those up there, because I thought Bissell was distributing in mass, but then they said they weren't. So I think we might take a road trip, whether to just get beers to go. But I would like to try Bissell and some of the others up there in Maine.
Yeah,
Dealing with up there in Maine. Yeah.
so that's one of like the I don't know if you can find a silver lining or something, but with this coronavirus, there's so many breweries that aren't, their keg accounts and stuff. They're not selling beer through restaurants, so they're like Bissell Brothers. You can find Substance Ale every once in a while, or some of their other beers, Lux, stuff like that. You can find that in the liquor stores now. I mean, Equilibrium, they're starting to ship their cans around. So you can that's one of the reasons I haven't really been to a brewery. I can go a mile down the street and grab, a good 4-pack of IPAs if that's what I want.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a mixed blessing, I guess. I'd like to actually
maybe blessing, maybe not really benefit.
No, but to actually go, to their facility and hang out and experience, their beer garden, which is not open right now, versus going to your local package store and picking up a 4-pack of 16 ounces that sometimes may be fresh or are out of date. So that's one of my concerns, is the traveling of the brew, and is it being properly transported, and you're going to get it that it tastes the way it's supposed to taste versus sitting on a shelf somewhere.
Right.
I always try to get the stuff out of the fridge. Yeah, I every time I go to a place, if it's not refrigerated, I'm kind of like,
no
especially
way.
like the local places that are not pasteurizing or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, like Tilted Barn's another one that I've seen in a lot of stores near me. They're out of Exeter, Rhode Island. They just opened, like, expanded. They had a really small barn that they brewed out of, and now they expanded to a larger one. And they're not able to have all the people in, so they're just distributing to kind of, probably pay the loan payments for building that entire thing. So that's kind of crazy.
So you're down by Exeter?
I'm not close to Exeter. I'm southeastern Mass, close to Providence.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's close enough to me. It's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like their beer. I haven't been there in a while. I don't think I've been there since. It's probably been a year since I've had their beer. But like Violet, Peep Toad, I like those beers. Those are all good beers there.
Oh yeah, I mean, when they first opened, it was nuts. Like they have like this small dirt road. You've been to it. They have this dirt road, and people literally line up on the dirt road an hour before they open, and it's pretty much like a one-way road. So you're trying to like navigate around people and shit.
Yeah.
And then they have a dog that just hangs out and runs around outside. Weird story with that. Once somebody I guess left some edibles around, or fed the dog some edibles, and they had to. They were like, "Oh, well, you're not going to see the dog for a while because we can't trust you people."
I remember that story.
Yeah. What have you tried the other Providence or Rhode Island places? I'm going to guess you have.
So my buddy my buddy just ordered Long Live released something yesterday, and he just
Stout?
ordered. Yeah, so he's one of the ones I'm going up skiing with. So we're gonna have that.
Nice.
Um, Proclamation. I mean, they're in stores and stuff now, but I like their beers. I haven't had much of like Buttonwoods and some of the other stuff though.
Yeah, Cameo's a suck pump for Buttonwoods and
Really,
Long Live.
I
Yeah.
love Long Live beers.
Huge suck pump for long living Buttonwoods. I fucking love them.
Those Long Live that what was their the Black Cat one? What was that called?
The cat all see they had a couple. There's a black cat, there's like a cat sees all,
I was
like
thinking,
something
yeah,
like
I was thinking of the All Seeing Eye.
all
That's
seeing
what I was
eye.
thinking,
There's
yeah.
like he has all sorts of variations. Yeah, I mean, great breweries. I mean, I've talked about them to death, but I love them. I mean, they're close by. It's cool to have Berkeley open. Last time I talked about going to Berkeley. That's going to be fun. There's a new one in Providence called Moniker that just opened, which I want to check out. They look very good. I just haven't had the chance yet. Then the ones I go to in Fall River, Canned Heat in Troy City. I usually see them more like when it gets warmer. They have a cool area down there, but less for winter. So yeah, I mean, looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. I fucking love going to breweries. I'm so bummed. I really hope the Vermont trip we have planned works out.
Do you have a roadmap of what you're going to try to get to?
Not really. Honestly, this time we're gonna go to less than usual. Because usually, like, we just make our whole trip about beer and just go to places. So I told my wife, all right, we'll hit the ones we love and then kind of
Yeah.
more other stuff because it just gets to be too much,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I was so weird. A buddy of mine just randomly, this relates to nothing, but he came down. He's from California, and he came up, visited his parents. I couldn't see him because of Corona, blah blah blah, all this weird stuff with work. He's like, "Oh, I left some beers for you." I'm like, "Sweet." So I went to his parents. I grabbed the beers. They were year-old Treehouse beers. They were like from last year. So I have like 8 Treehouse IPAs in my house that are from like January last year. I tried. God, I have like haze. I have a couple of. It was pretty bad. It was like they had that taste that Jack's Abbey has when it's sitting too long. And I've always drank Treehouse so super fresh.
Yeah.
So it's so odd to like open a haze, pour it out, and it's so chunky and murky and tasting like, I wouldn't say cardboard, but not good. Not good.
Yeah, my aunt did that to me. My uncle, he's a big into IPAs, but he drinks like the Two Roads, Road to Ruin. That's his go-to. So they went out there for his birthday, and I saw her, I don't know, a few weeks back, and she said, yeah, he didn't like these, so she gave me, half a case or so. I didn't realize it was from last year's birthday, not this year's birthday. So the first one I poured, I tasted it. I think it was a doppelganger, maybe a double ganger. I don't know, but it was gross
Oh.
until I looked at the bottom of the can, and then
So yeah, I don't trust him anymore. He's done this to me before. So he lives in California, like I said, and there's a big brewery. I forgot what they're called. Pizza Boy, maybe? Pizza something. Pizza Port. Pizza Port Brewing. And
Pizza
they do
Boys in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So Pizza Port, they do like the Swami's IPA, and I was like, oh yeah, pick it up for me. He had a road trip. He left it in his trunk for like 30 days. It's like this IPA, fresh IPA from California. He drove. Like, dude, you couldn't have put it in a fucking cooler? Like, really, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you didn't have like an ice pack all the time, I mean, at least
Just some effort, right?
Oh my god, such an ass. So it all makes sense. Maybe I'll have a monthly little bit about him, what he's done to fuck me over with beer. So trying to be so kind and nice, but he still fucks me over with it. Too funny.
So, Cameo, you doing any home brewing these days?
Not lately, man. I have to though. I really do. Like honestly, I wait for the warmer months. I don't have control on my fermentation. It's in my basement, and I do have a little heater. It like wraps around the fermenter. So right now wouldn't be bad. But like right around the March, April area is really a good sweet spot. Basements, around like 65 degrees. It's just perfect. So I had to get something going. I haven't brewed in forever.
Do you have a
Yeah,
go-to?
To brew, my favorites to brew are I like session. I've done a couple, mostly stouts and IPAs. I'll do anything, but those are the ones I just like to have all the time. But yeah, it all depends. Like people give me ideas. A friend of mine really liked amber, likes amber beer, so I made like a light hoppy amber for him, and he fucking loved that. So now that's kind of in the rotation. I have a fridge, and I leave the soda keg in there with a picnic tap. So I don't really have a kegerator right now. I do have a kegerator, but it's at my brother's house, so I got to stop being a lazy ass and get that over here. But yeah, I mean, I definitely would like everyone to get involved in some way. We always talk about getting together, and it just, it's tough to get everybody to do it. But yeah, I mean, even if we just had a show and zoomed while I was brewing, that'd be cool. And at one point, we were going to do like a whole brew day with Poppy and Kim, and that's been kind of,
Yeah.
hopefully we can get them into it. But I'm sure, IJ, you'd come to that, no?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Nice. So we got to do it. We got to go. Let's go to Poppy's and let's have a rager. Or we'll go to intern Justin's and have him barbecue for us and brew some beer.
I don't know if his deck patio is open right now.
I don't know if he's going to want to do it after I said he doesn't mind Kirk shitting in his mouth either.
Yeah, that was pretty aggressive. So.
I've been watching a lot of Sheldon from North Dakota, so I'm trying to get a little angrier.
Oh boy,
a little more forceful. Yeah, guys, but this is good. Let's keep it short. Good fun show. Let's do it again soon. Hopefully, we'll get some more people in the rotation next time.
Yeah, I want to thank
Yeah,
Juice for coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Juice.
Cheers.
Awesome guest, and we want to get new people involved. And
hey, any excuse to drink on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, some people are abstaining for Lent, so we want to acknowledge them as well.
We want to thank Kim for letting us use the StreamYard. What a lovely young man. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Has Lent even started?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's doing that. We got somebody else doing that in Discord. I saw.
God bless them.
Yeah, no good for them.
Yeah, I'm not Catholic, so I'm
actually not either.
I'm going full force, so I'll be here.
Go. Yeah. There you go.
All right, guys. Well, great show. Thank you. Cheers to the next KMS Brews.